in Nigeria, I repeat, winning an election is not the person who has the highest number of votes. So if you are thinking that 2027 election is still going to be by someone who has the highest number of votes, then you are lying. But it comprises of someone who has the highest number of votes and have the ability to defend the votes. Hi, good evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, May 28, 2024. There are 5 comments that I supposed to respond to yesterday, but because it was late, I said if I come back today, I will respond to those comments. And I think the comments are very, very necessary. Let's talk about it. It is all about the issue of INEC chairman and 2027 election. I've been seeing a lot of comments like that in form of question. Some persons are asking, is it INEC chairman, Professor Yakubu Mahmood, that is still going to conduct the 2027 presidential election? That is the question a lot of people have been asking. Now, for some persons that I responded, they did not understand my response or they are not satisfied with my response. I was telling them that Mahmood Yakubu was an instrument in 2023 election. When I mean an instrument, it's like when you take a bottle and use it to break something. You are the one that is breaking that thing, but you are just using a bottle to do that. You are using a bottle to inflict pain on something or someone. But you are the one that they are going to hold responsible. Now, this is what I mean. You know, Mahmood Yakubu was appointed by APC government. So if we said, now we don't need Mahmood Yakubu again, these people can still go and appoint another person who is their own personal person. They will still do the same thing that they did with Mahmood Yakubu. Now, what should we do? Should we forget about 2027 election? Absolutely no. We are not going to forget about that. So that is the purpose of this video. Please, if today is your first time of seeing this channel or you have been visiting, thank you so much. Kindly subscribe to this channel. That is the only way you can support me and also share my videos. Now, let us go and discuss about all these questions. Don't forget that you still have opinion. Let me know what you think. Write down your own opinion on the comment section. We are still going to deliberate all of them. Now, as I said before, why growing up, even when I have not qualified to start voting, I'm talking about 12, 13, 14 years old, I used to accompany my elders, my parents, to go and vote that time. And seeing irregularities, even when I started voting at 18, seeing irregularities here and there, where people will void the votes because they don't want someone from the opposition to win. I think PDP was dominant then. If they said you are not winning, you are not winning, not because people will not vote for you. So, right from that time, I have come to realize that in Nigeria, it is not all about having votes to win an election. It's all about defending your votes after the election. Like any day, any time, I used to tell people that the problem of P2B is not to have people that will vote for him. Votes and number of votes has never been an issue with P2B. If election is being conducted tomorrow, I mean tomorrow being May 29, P2B is still going to have the votes to win. But the problem is this: can P2B secure or defend his vote? Absolutely, right now, I will tell you no. As it stands at this moment, P2B have what it takes to win the election, but it doesn't have what it takes to save or protect his votes. Let me take you back to 2023 presidential election. You see, sometimes I believe that what happened in the South-South, Southeast, and major part of the Middle Belt, it is something that we must learn from. Like in the Southeast, people stood that you can't rig this election, not in my present. And INEC, that sends a strong message to INEC because nobody is compromising. In parts of the Middle Belt, Abuja, Nasarawa, Plateau, it will be sweep all those areas. Including Port Harcourt, it will be sweep all those areas. But the reason why they did not announce him as the winner in Port Harcourt is because people compromise. So the problem then is all about how can P2B defend his votes. That is just the issue with 2027 presidential election. It's not all about changing Mahmood or not changing Mahmood. Because when Mahmood is removed, someone who will do what Mahmood did 2 times might still come in that position. Because it is still in the power of APC to appoint them. Yeah. So what I'm trying to tell people is that in 2027, Labour Party have already made the mistake. Labour Party alone can't win presidential election. And I'm going to tell you this based on my political review. Labour Party is supposed to do a convention that starts from the grassroots. I mean the World Congress. the local government congress, the state congress, before they will come and do national convention. That was why P2B did not attend the convention. That is why the Labour Congress, someone like Kekene Tokonkwo, is now very, very angry with Labour Party, because you can win an election with all those things you people are doing. Because in Nigeria, you need a structure of criminality to win an election, or you yourself must form yourself as a structure that will oppose the criminality. So, recently you've heard about what P2B said, that he is interested and he wants to merge with other parties as far as they have the same vision with him. Now, I love what P2B said, and I am supporting him to merging with other political parties. Because without P2B merging with other political parties, 2027 election, he will still have the vote, but they can't declare him as the winner. I know what happened in my state, Delta State. If the true votes of P2B were to be counted in Delta State, P2B will even have up to 700,000 votes, 600 to 700. I know how many votes that were voided. I know how many rigging took place. At the end, they still declare him that he won the presidential election in Delta State. So I am saying that in 2027, we should look beyond who is the INEC chairman. What makes INEC chairman not able to rig election in Middle Belt, Southeast, South, and part of Southwest like Lagos is not because they never wanted to do what they intended to do. Because right from the time when INEC chairman started preparing for this election, when you watch his words, he was telling us there is no going back to electronic transmission of result, there is no going back to this, there is no going back to that. Meaning this man was ready to do something different. But you know, there must have been pressured upon him, do this, threatening, and maybe he succumbed. I'm just thinking in that manner. So what I'm saying is that if they remove INEC chairman, they did not remove him. It's the same people. So let's not even think about Mahmood. Mahmood is not an issue. Mahmood is an instrument. Someone is using Mahmood to do what he did. Mahmood on ordinary hand can't do it. Atahiro Jega, the INEC chairman then, who appointed him, is it not Jonathan? I think so. But he conducted the election that Jonathan knows, because Jonathan is not forcing him to rig the election. This is what we must understand, that the basis of winning an election, number one, is not only by votes. By votes, P2B will win hands down, of which you know, you saw what happened in 2023 presidential election. So the winning is not the problem. Now, I want us to understand that if P2B merge with other party, that we must follow him accordingly. In the sense that will give him more grassroots structure to protect his votes. As I said before, him having votes is not a problem, but we must support him to make sure we protect the votes. Yes, in our various polling units, we can protect our votes. A lot of people don't have capacity to protect theirs. A lot of people don't have the rascality. It takes rascality and, getting ready to face anything that comes around for you to be able to defend your votes. So, let's start getting ready for 2027. If you say you are not going to vote it doesn't change anything. These people will still get there easily, but it's not going to be easy for them as usual. So let's start getting ready for 2027. Let's keep supporting Mr. P2B for this cause, for this reason, because he alone can't do everything. So it is time for us to start having a grassroots politics, grassroots mobilization, and so on and so forth. I'm not actually happy with Labour Party because of what they did. Honestly, I'm not happy. Hadn't been Labour Party carried out all those World Congress, local government Congress, and so on and so forth, you could have even seen people coming to Labour Party because maybe we understand that these people are set, they are ready for election. But now they are not ready and they can't win any election. In Nigeria, I repeat, winning an election is not the person who has the highest number of votes. So if you are thinking that 2027 election is still going to be by someone who has the highest number of votes, then you are lying. But it comprises of someone who has the highest number of votes and have the ability to defend the votes. So that is what it is. Let me know what you think about this. Tonight, we are going to be having a live streaming from 12 o'clock a.m. Nigerian time. So tune in, let's discuss extensively on this matter. Thank you so much.